Morning, everybody. I'm just taking a walk after doing my little farm chores this morning. And something that has been kind of weighing on my mind and I've been thinking about for people is there's been a lot of, I feel like a big push to kind of grow your own food, do your own thing, be more self-sufficient, although I don't think that self-sufficiency is great in full parts because I think community is really important. But I think a lot of people get paralyzed by the thought of doing that because of either where they live or what they're doing or what kind of house they live in or whatever. Or maybe they don't feel like they have enough land, whatever it is. I just want to kind of share just a little bit talking about that because I feel like that is such a paralyzing mindset, and it can really cause you not to kind of move forward with your life. If you live in an apartment, a mobile home park, wherever it is that you live, I do feel like there is some ability for you to be self-sufficient. We live in probably about 1,000 square feet, 1,000 to 1,200 square feet, family of 5. I don't have a big, massive farmhouse. I don't even have a basement, and we make it happen. I do have a lot of land, but a lot of this is unused, right? Like this is a lot of our land here, and this is completely unused. So the amount of land that we physically use is probably about 5 acres. And I'll say that we physically use, like that we manicure, right? We do the lawn and kind of upkeep, that type of thing. But my garden is actually pretty small, and something that really made me just actually mind blown earlier this weekend is that we were able to harvest our carrots, and our carrots are in a 2 by 14 raised bed that my husband built. And it's a 2 by 14 raised bed. So roughly 32, I'm bad at math, you guys, 34, I don't even know, 38 square feet, whatever. And we had carrots in there, and we had onions, and I did not thin my carrots this year because my chickens actually got in there and kind of tramps them all down, and it was a whole thing. Chickens are terrible in the garden, by the way. But my chickens kind of went in there and tramps them all down. So I didn't get like the biggest yield I have ever had in my whole life. But I got a pretty good yield, and it yielded our family 19 pints of carrots, which is about the same as like an average jar of carrots, like canned carrots in the grocery store. And I cleaned them and I prepped them and I canned them this weekend. And it was so cool to be able to see my kids' face because my kids eat carrots probably once a week easily. They would probably eat more, honestly, if we actually had them more frequently. But it was really cool to see because we were able to grow that in like 30-ish square feet, right? Plus onions. Like, you don't need a huge area. You can actually go vertical. You can do whatever it is that you want to do, but you don't need a huge area. You don't need to move. You don't need a new house. You don't need all of these things to be self-sufficient. If you can't grow it, go to a local farm and buy it and can it yourself. Do what it is that you can do for where you're at, and don't let where you live or your life paralyze you, because I feel like paralyzation of your mind is really what's preventing you from a self-sufficient life. So, okay, that's my hot take for the day. Bye.